Hello, good morning. This is teacher Jacob, and this class is for grade 8th. So today we're going to have a listening class. Remember, listening class is very important because listen English, you're going to learn a lot, especially speaking skills. So you need to listen a lot, especially this group. This group is excellent. So I need you to listen more and more hours. In fact, you need to listen more or less 2 hours every day. All right, good. That's something else. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to write on your book or on your notebook here the date. Today is August 27th, 2020. All right. Don't forget also listening skill. It's excellent because it's like you need to recognize some new sounds that you have in your memory, and then you can answer to questions. So listening is great in that case, and also helping you how to improve your speaking skill. Okay, so that's why it is very important. So let's go now to the reading, to the listening class. So this is the listening class. Yes. All right, so vocabulary about weather. So sun, sunny, rain, rainy, and wind, windy, cloud, cloudy, snow, snowing, and fog, foggy. This, according to this, you need to write if it is spring, summer. These are the seasons, so you need to write about the weather in your country. Well, in Colombia, we only have summer and winter. In Colombia, we don't have nothing else. But this is not the exercise that we're gonna do. We're gonna do this listening exercise. So let me telling you before this listening is about hurricanes. Working pairs discuss the questions. So in your case, you are going to write here the answer. What is a hurricane? So for you, what is a hurricane? You know, if you understand what it means, hurricane, you need to write here. If you don't, my suggestion is that you look at the dictionary what it means hurricane, right? Well, in Bogota, we don't have this kind of problems, hurricane. Hurricanes in general are for the, people who are living in the coast, like Barranquilla, Cartagena, Santa Marta. Those people are suffering with hurricanes. Not all the year, but some hurricanes appeared. What speed are the winds in a hurricane? Well, I don't know. So you need to find out this. You need to investigate, especially in Colombia. I mean, if we go to the hurricanes in Colombia, better. At the moment, I think so. There is happening one in the Central America or in here in yes, I heard news about Colombia and Barranquilla. There is coming a hurricane, a little like a similar hurricane. So we need to investigate about that and write more or less the speed. And three, what should you do in a hurricane? So what kind of solutions or what do you have to do? If it's a hurricane and you are in Cartagena and it's coming a hurricane, so what do you most have to do? So you will do what? So you stay in a hotel, whatever you want to write, you can write here in front of the question. It doesn't matter. Or if you don't have a book, you can write on your notebook. All right? Good, excellent. So this is the exercise. Listen to a radio, a show about storms to check your answer. So we need to listen about the hurricane and what it means storms. All right. Listen again and mark the diagram that the best show the movement of a hurricane. Okay. And you need to tell what is Is this correspond to this or the other? Okay. So hold on. Yeah. Here we have. Yeah. Here we have. So we're gonna answer three, 2 and 3. Okay, according, listen to the radio show about the storm check and answers. Okay, according to the listening, so you're gonna have solutions for this in this case that you don't know what it means a hurricane. So it's giving to you an exposition about what is it. It's giving a speech. It's giving a solution. It's giving an idea what it means hurricane. Okay. And 3, listen again and mark. I mean, you take the diagram that best show the movement of a hurricane. So the hurricane is this or this. What do you think is talking about in general? Okay. So let's go to the listening. So yes, I'm gonna read for you. I hear this sometimes appears here, but we spend a lot of time here, so we're not gonna do that. So you're gonna listen to me, and then you're gonna do that. Okay. So remember, what you need to do is here. If you hear this is what's going on first, or you take here. Okay. If you don't, oh well, it doesn't matter. Or here or here. So you need to write here or here. So you need to choose one of them, okay? Not two. For example, cold front, cold air, raising warm at a warm front. So look, notice this, it's raising warm air and warming front. So it's coming out warm air, a warm front coming warm air, raising cold air in cold front, the cold air, 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 yeah, cold to the air. No, make notes about what do you do or don't in a hurricane compare, okay. So this is in general. So let's go to this. Let's go. So this is a listening class. Uh, this is this is a conversation between uh, a hurricane and it's like a radio station, and then we go there to what's going on, what's happening here in this listening. Okay, so you must pay attention to this. So let's go to this listening this part. So this is an interview and an interviewer, like a journalist, and Andrew. Okay, so interviewer. Today on Weather Watch, we're talking about hurricanes with the storm chaser, Andrew Brand. Andrew, you are an expert in storms. Can you tell us what exactly is a hurricane? So listen to what is hurricane. Andrew, a hurricane is a very powerful storm that starts over the sea. Interviewer, how do hurricanes form? Andrew, basically, when warm air from the sea goes up into the atmosphere, it creates an area of a low pressure. High pressure air crushes into this space, and that creates strong winds. These winds go around in a circle faster and faster. If they reach 120 kilometers an hour or more, that's a hurricane. Sometimes the wind can go up to 290 kilometers an hour. Interviewer, what happens if a hurricane come into the land? Andrew, well, if they come on the land, they cause a lot of damage. Interviewer, what should people do in a hurricane? Andrew, you should stay indoors. Don't go outside. It's very dangerous. viewer, listeners, you hear the expert. If a hurricane comes to town, be safe and stay inside. So this is the listening part. So you need to, according to the listening, you need to take this or this, and it's also giving to you an idea what it means hurricane. All right, so it's giving to you what is the idea about hurricane. So what is a hurricane? And here explain to you. All right. So let me I read for you one more time, and perhaps you can understand better in this case. So let me see, and then you listen to this, and then you can write here first the questions and so on. Okay. One. This is a conversation between interviewer to Andrew. Andrew is an expert man about the hurricanes and about the weather conditions and so on. So let's start this conversation. So, interviewer, today on Weather Watch, we are talking about hurricanes with a storm chaser. Andrew Brent, Andrew, you are an expert in storms. Can you tell us what exactly is a hurricane? Andrew, a hurricane is a very powerful storm that starts over the sea. Interviewer, how do hurricanes form? Andrew, basically, when warm air from the sea goes up into the atmosphere, it creates an area of low pressure. High pressure air crushes into this space, and that creates strong winds. These winds go around in a circle faster and faster. If they reach 120 kilometers an hour or more, that's a hurricane. Sometimes the winds can go up to 290 kilometers an hour. Interviewer, what happens if hurricanes come into the land? Well, if they come on a land, they cause a lot of damage. Interviewer, what should people do in a hurricane? Andrew, you should stay indoors. Don't go outside. It's very dangerous. Interviewer, listeners, you can hear the expert. If a hurricane comes to town, be safe and stay inside. So this is the listening part, and that's what I need you to understand. So according to the listening, you are going to think how it's forming, how it's creating a storm, and then going to the the hurricane. So that's what it is. Okay. And what else can I tell you? In listening, it's in listening part. And now this is now, well, I think so. It's not complicated. Well, first you need to know the meaning of hurricane. Second, you need to know the meanings of storm. So you need to know a lot of sounds in your memory. But I insist, listening part also. You can increase if you listen many hours during the week. This could be easier for some of you if you listen English. I think for all of you, because all of you are excellent in English, so all of you understood this pretty well and understand the listening skill. What else can I tell you? No, I just said this is a easy exercise. It's not complicated, because it's now to understand. It's now to keep in mind a lot of information in order to answer what the exercise wants. In this case, it's just giving a simple questions, and you need just to tick how it creates here, and write what is a hurricane, according to the listening. Yes, and yeah, at what speed are the winds in a hurricane? So you need to write how many how many kilometers. Okay, so there are some kilometers here. It's 120. 120 kilometers to start. Okay, that's at the speed of the hurricane. All right, bye bye, teacher Jacob.